Wait, didn't I already do a video for this? Feels like I did a video for this. Today, the better movie guy looks at Groundhog's Day. Today, the better movie guy looks at Groundhog's Day. Wait a minute, this is getting trippy. Let's talk about it. Brought to you by the better movie guy. Hi, the better movie guy, and today I'm talking about the Bill Murray classic, Groundhog's Day. I love this movie, and let me tell you all about why. It's directed by Harold Ramis. Harold Ramis is awesome. Stars Bill Murray. Bill Murray's awesome. Has Andie MacDowell. Andie MacDowell's awesome and very beautiful. And it has Chris Elliott, who's awkward. Let's talk about it. All right, so Phil is a weatherman in Pittsburgh, and he wants to be a bigger weatherman in New York and stuff, and he's a bit of a jerk, but he's really funny, and he's pretty good at being a weatherman generally. And every year he has to go to this little town called Punxsutawney and see a groundhog named Punxsutawney Phil come out of his hole, and they hold him up and they talk to him, and he says if he sees a shadow, and if he sees a shadow, 6 more weeks of winter. If he doesn't see a shadow, it's spring soon. Awesome. He hates doing this. He literally hates it. And he lets everyone know he hates it. And so he goes and he does it, and his producer's just like, what are you doing? He's like, I don't care. I did it. Let's go. Let's get out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. He hates it. As they're going back to Pittsburgh, a storm hits that he said wasn't going to hit, but it hits. And so he ends up staying the night. The next day he wakes up and the same music's playing on the radio, and he thinks, they played the wrong tape. But he looks outside and it's not snowed anymore, and it's the exact same day as yesterday. Groundhog's Day. And this messes him up because he's like, what the heck? And he goes out and he's talking to people and he's like, what's today? And they're like, Groundhog Day. And he's like, no, that was yesterday. What's today? Groundhog Day. And so he goes and does the filming thing again, and he's confused and thinks, okay, that's it. And of course, wakes up the next day. It's Groundhog's Day again. Now, you may have seen this theme in another movie called Edge of Tomorrow, which was awesome. They used it too, but this is the movie that started it, as far as I know. And it's freaking awesome. Bill Murray is so great in this role. He just owns being Phil, the weatherman that is stuck in the same day over and over again. He starts playing around with what he can do in that day. He can steal stuff that day because it's not going to matter. He can drive his car any way he wants. Doesn't matter. He can get drunk as he wants. No hangover the next day. He can kill himself. Wakes up the next day. And he gets to the point where he wants to kill himself and does kill himself and wakes up the next day. And he's kind of mad because he's like, come on, give me a break. Sooner or later, he comes around to the fact that he's got time. He should do something good with his time. So he learns piano. He starts helping the people out in the town every day. And it changes him as a person. He also falls in love with his producer, played by Andie MacDowell. And slowly, every day, she falls in love with him. Even though she doesn't know it's a new day. It's the same day for her. But every day, he's more of a person she wants him to be without her knowing it. Groundhog's Day is terrific. It's funny. The script is really smart. It was directed by Harold Ramis of Ghostbusters fame, and Harold Ramis could direct comedies really, really well. Him and Bill Murray apparently had a falling out in this movie, which sucks because for years they didn't want to talk to each other. But they reunited and talked it out apparently a couple years ago. Sadly, Harold Ramis passed away this year. But we still have his movies, and they're freaking awesome. This is just so funny and so smart and so clever, and other words for smart and clever and funny that I don't know. The cast is terrific, the idea is brilliant, the script is so tight and awesome, and the actors do a really good job of playing the same day over again, but having little differences because of what Phil does. This is one of my favorite Bill Murray movies. It's one of the best comedies of all time. I have to give it 5 beards out of 5. It's a fully bearded movie. So, have you seen Groundhog's Day? So, have you seen Groundhog's Day? So, have you... No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to go anymore. But have you seen Groundhog's Day? Because it's awesome. Showed it to my daughters on Groundhog's Day. That was pretty awesome. And what's the one thing you would do if you had a day repeating over and over and over again? I'm guessing I would learn a language if I had the time. Or guitar. The language of guitar? I don't know, maybe. Thanks for watching. If you do the Twitter Tumblr things, I do those, I update, I put written reviews for stuff out if you want to follow those. Links are below. And until next time, stay bearded, everyone. You're watching the Bearded Movie Guy. He's been talking about Groundhog's Day. He's been talking about Groundhog's... I'm not doing that joke anymore. That's getting so old. Groundhog's Day. Okay, that was it, I promise. Groundhog's Day. Sorry, couldn't. Alright. Yeah. Subscribe and tell your friends. And as always, you'll talk safely. Groundhog's Day!